Hi, I'm John Hood. I'm the author of a series of historical fantasy novels called The Folklore Cycle. The first book in the series, Mountain Folk, came out last year. The next book in the series, Forest Folk, is about to be published. This is the seventh in a series of videos we prepared to give you an advanced look at the world of forest folk. Because I've written an historical fantasy novel, readers will encounter both human and non-human characters in my book. 3 of them are in fact fairies, although only one of them can fly. We often think of fairies as tiny, dainty little things with thin, butterfly-like wings, like Tinker Bell from Peter Pan, but that's not the original meaning of the word. Fairy refers to wee folk in general, including elves, dwarves, brownies, and kobolds. Now, some fairies that appear in traditional folklore really do have wings. In Forest Folk, one of my central characters is Gorin, the Sylph Ranger. A Sylph is a magical spirit of the air, usually depicted with wings and capable of impressive feats of graceful flight. I'm speaking to you from Chimney Rock, which rises some 2,300 feet above sea level in Rutherford County, North Carolina. That's that distinctive chimney-shaped outcropping behind me. Can you imagine winged creatures swarming all above it? That's what young Morgan Reams said he saw on July 31st, 1806. His 8-year-old sister Elizabeth had rushed to their house claiming to have seen a man on top of the Chimney Rock. Morgan knew this was impossible, but when he agreed to go back with her, he saw something even more impossible. Morgan Reams saw hundreds, perhaps even thousands of figures flying over Chimney Rock. He wasn't alone. His mother saw them too, as did several neighbors. All swore they hadn't seen just birds. The flyers, they said, had hands and feet and wore clothes of brilliant white. Mrs. Reams called them angels. That wasn't the end of strange sightings here. 5 years later, in 1811, several observers claimed that they saw 2 armies of little swordsmen on winged horses fighting a battle above Chimney Rock. The locals claimed they could hear the metallic clang of swords and the pitiful groans of the wounded. These claims were reported in newspapers across the South. Could I pass up a chance to include this bit of folklore in my novel? Of course not. In fact, flying creatures play a bigger role in forest folk than they did in my first novel, Mountain Folk. Some earn only a passing reference, such as the Mealuca, winged fairies of Native American folklore. Other winged creatures prove critical to the plot as well, such as flying horses. These creatures have deep roots in the mythology of many cultures. For example, the Greeks told tales of Pegasus, ridden into battle by the hero Bellerophon. Ancient Assyrian art depicts winged unicorns as warriors of light and darkness. In Hinduism, an avatar of Vishnu is seen riding a flying horse while defeating the demon Kali. In the Islamic tradition, the Archangel Gabriel rides a winged steed named Hizum. A creature called Tulpar is common in Turkish folklore. In fact, you can see winged horses on the emblems of such countries as Kazakhstan and Mongolia. Chinese folklore speaks of a winged horse called Tianma, sometimes portrayed with scaly skin, like a dragon. Other legendary flyers that combine features of horses with those of other beasts include the hippogriff and the longma. In future videos, I'll tell you even more about the world of forest folk. You can always learn more for yourself by visiting the website, that's forestfolkbook.com. While there, you'll learn how to order the book as a paperback, an ebook, and an audiobook. See you soon!